So the path to being prepared includes three phases, okay? It's the knowing phase, the doing phase, and the being phase. We're going to break down each of these phases on the path to being prepared. Being ready is something different. Being ready is something different, and we're going to break that down too. So basically, being ready means that you're excited about the idea of dating. You want that. Like maybe you're afraid. You don't understand how you're going to do it, but within yourself, you just know that eventually you're going to want to get out there. Okay, so that means you're ready. That means in your mind you're ready to start the process of it. Most of you are ready. Prepared means that you got the know-how, you got the tools, you got the strategy, you got the emotional wherewithal. When you're prepared and you have an opportunity, that's where results are expected. Opportunities don't just come just because you prayed. Sorry, that's not how it works. You need to be willing to put things in practice. The first phase is the knowing phase. That means that you have done some work. You've done some work already, which is awesome. This challenge actually is an example of being in a knowing phase. You're taking in information. You're taking in information, okay? That's the significance of the knowing phase. Very, very significant. So it's not bad. It's just more to be done on the preparation journey. Because that's just the knowing stage. It's just information. It's great information, but it's only information. Even the Bible is information. It's what you do with it that creates the value. Doing is the second phase of preparing to be pursued. Got to be willing to do some stuff. Think outside of what you think you should be thinking. You can't keep doing the same thing and expecting another result, okay? We all know that's insanity, but we do it all the time because we're creatures of habit. We, humans, is just the way that it is. We're committed to the way things work, the way things are. That's why it takes a lot of effort and intentionality to get out of that, to get a new result. It's not just you. Everybody needs to do that. Everybody needs a shifting in order to get a new experience. So it's the doing of it all. So what does doing consist of? In this area of your life, strategy. Actually developing a strategy that's going to work for you. So knowing is information, doing is implementation. So the doing of it all is extremely important. And unfortunately, a lot of women want to skip that and get straight to the next part, which is the being. Being is the final step of preparing to be pursued, okay? You can't get to being without doing. Sorry, it's not available to you because the exact things that are in the way need to be overcome. The exact things that need to be overcome, if they're not overcome, then how are you going to actually get the result? Because they're in the way of the result. So how do you know that you're in the being stage? How do you know that you're actually prepared? Okay, this is what it looks like, okay? Constantly and consistently enjoying positive, godly, healthy attention from quality men. When you're having quality experiences that you can be proud of, that's how you know you're in the being stage. There are some Christian traps. There's some things that unfortunately people say all the time that are not even biblical, that unfortunately are locking women up, just locking them up, locking their heart up, locking their opportunities up, locking their progress up for years, thinking the wrong thing. It's not even biblical. So two major things is that a woman shouldn't date multiple men. It's a lie. Or a woman shouldn't have more, options. Why not? If you're not compromising yourself, what's wrong with having options? We've had options. There's nothing wrong with that. A woman should. If a woman doesn't, dating will be extremely difficult. Because if a man sniffs and smells that you don't have any options, trust me on this, you will not be treated well. I'm sorry. I wish it wasn't that way. So instead of you having to pretend like you got options, like you really got other things going on, why not just have other things going on? All right. But knowing how to do it in a way that's not off-putting or making a man feel like, he's in constant competition with a bunch of guys. Nobody wants that. So it is a balance.